Hey, what's good, everybody? Happy Thursday. Actually, got a cup from Florida Cancer, one of our customers of ours that sent us a cup and some nice little things. A couple videos ago, actually, maybe it's been about a month, I had said, hey, if you have something financial or something jazz related that you want to go on the wall, send us a picture, send us something. I would put it on the wall. They sent a cup. I already called the teaser about it, but thanks, Jenny. I really appreciate it. If you're one of our customers, please do not send gifts. I'm not allowed to accept anything over $100, and I'm not allowed to give something over $100. And I don't want a gift, so you don't have to send me anything. But if you do have something you want on the wall that is finance related or something jazz related that fits, that sticks somehow, this wall is actually really large. We're going to back this whole thing up to show you more of it. But happy to put it up there. Send me a picture or a comment or something. I will put it on the wall. Okay, today I'm talking to the 40-something, okay? So if you never met me before, my name is Dustin Tibbetts. I'm a financial advisor with jazzwealth.com. We are trying to do things differently. I won't use this as an advertising piece because I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of Nest Egg 2.0 coming up here as we talk about this. But I'm talking to the 40-somethings today. It was suggested by one of our viewers that we do a similar video that we did the other day, but for 40-year-olds. And look, this one's no joke, right? So while we do videos for the younger crowds and we do some simple things like if you invest $28 a week and things like that to give you raw numbers, now that we're in your 40s, we can't play games, right? So it's time to get serious about this. And the first thing that I want to cover for you, I'm going to give you 4 tips, which, by the way, that's not Photoshop. 4 tips. Anyways, 4 tips. First thing, when you're in your 40s, game's over. Not like for life, but the game is over as far as your finances. You need a specific plan of action. Okay, so I talked to a lot of 40-year-olds. Actually, about an hour ago, I just got off the phone with one, and the guy said he was 40. He said he was 40. He's going to be 45. And he said, I think I'll pay off my house in the next 10 years. I think I'll probably downsize my car. Get something a little bit more cheaper, and I'll probably pay off my debts and things. And it was like, what do you mean? But yet they wanted to know exactly how much they would have for retirement. So it's not time to say, I think I'll do this, I think I'll do that. It's time for a specific plan of action for what your next portion of your life is going to be. So we're not financial planners here. However, in our new Nest Egg, we can build an entire financial plan for you that then me and you can talk about. We can get together every so often and go, are you paying off your debts on schedule? Did you bump up your debts? Whatever the plan may be. Are you investing enough? Are you investing aggressively enough? Things that we'll all get to in a second. But that's tip number 1, a real short one. It is time for a specific plan, and it doesn't have to be boring, okay? It can be a lot of fun to create something especially in our new Nest Egg, so a little bit more of a pitch there for you. Tip number 2, if you're just getting started in your 40s, like you haven't really saved for retirement, or maybe you did the 401k a little bit, but you haven't really dove in and started to make a dent in your retirement, then chances are you're going to need more than one account. All right, so I'll give you an example. Can we erase this? Let me know if you can hear me okay with this new mic over here in the corner. Playing some games here until we get the new mics. Let's say you're 40, all right? So if you're 40 years old, you go, I want to retire when I'm 67. We got 27 years to go. Not a problem. But if you are 40, you're going to retire at 67, and all you do is put the max in a Roth. Let's say that's all you have. That's not going to cut it. If from 40 to 67, we assume that you'll have a, let's say a 7% return, right? And you only are able to put the $5,500 in a Roth IRA, the total number comes out to only $409,000 in retirement. That's not going to cut it, right? So that won't actually work for you. And so for that reason, one account may not be enough, right? Now, maybe you have something else. Maybe you have a pension, maybe you have a 401k or something like that. But that one account's not going to be enough, right? So don't just assume that opening a Roth IRA and putting money in, or opening an IRA, whatever you decide, is going to do the trick. It may take multiple accounts. We do that for so many customers that they're like, well, I got a 401k and they don't match, and I got a Roth and I'm going to start and I put some money in, and that's good, but what else do I do? They get it, right? We have to add more to that. So don't worry if it's either us or some other advisor you talk to. If you're in your 40s and you go, I want this much in retirement, don't be worried if they try to tell you there's an additional account. That might be the one time I agree with other advisors giving you advice outside of what would be sort of the norm there. So you may need more than one type of account. And also the tax benefits. Look, we always pitch the Roth. We always say that's a good way to go, and it is. But let's weigh the tax benefits of everything you have. Let's see where it actually makes sense. All right, I'm too excited. I want to get on to the next one here because now I get to show off some stuff here. Tip number 3, if you have debts, now it is very important that you know exactly how you're going to pay those debts off. And I'm going to mess this up. I just know it, but I have to try this. Here is... Oh, did it work? Here is the new nest egg here. Yeah, it worked. Okay, I'm going to get out of the way a little bit. Now, here's part of it. If you have debts, right, inside of Nest Egg, you can set this up. And what we can do, I'm going to use this example client here. This is Louis Armstrong, who's our example client. I'm going to be using this for all our tutorials. Louis Armstrong, if I just kind of zoom up here, can you, yeah, look how cool that is. You can see it on the screen. Louis Armstrong has 2 forms of debt. Okay, right here, he's got a $35,000 balance on a credit card, and he's got a $2,500 balance on a credit card as well. He is currently paying $825 a month minimum towards that. And so what we can see, this is just easy calculation. He's going out until April of 2023 before he pays off his debt. Okay, that's fine. Now, Louis Armstrong happens to be in his 40s in this example, so we have a plan of action for his debt. Right? Already we can see that's fine. But what if we can fine tune this? What if we say, should I go with the highest to lowest interest rates, or should I go with the lowest to highest balance? Let's start with the highest to lowest interest rate. All right, so if we go like that and we say now Louis Armstrong is going to pay an additional $200 a month, right? He's serious about paying off his debts. He's going to do $200 extra dollars a month to try to pay off his debt. Now when we take a look at this, we're actually able to see he's going to save, see over here on the right, he's going to save $2,596 and he's going to pay this debt off 15 months sooner. This is not rocket science. This is not like, okay, great, it's a cute little graph and everything, but this is important to know. So if you have debts, it could be a house that you have down here, it could be other credit cards, whatever. It's just important to know where you're going to land. Do you know with the debts that you have when they'll be paid off and how much if you pay a little bit earlier? So this is just a really simple, clean way to have your debt quantified by date and by how much you're going to save. I don't think it makes much of a difference here because of the way I entered these things. It doesn't make any difference. I have to add more debt here for Louis Armstrong for the lowest to highest balance to make a difference. So in this case, we know what it takes. If you said, I can do $100 extra dollars a month, if I do that, I'll be 9 months ahead of schedule. At that point, I can take that $100 plus the $825, my debt's paid off, I can invest that. That might be the point where we try different accounts that have higher balances, things like that, to work with. So just wanted to point that out. That's on the new Nest Egg coming out for customers here real soon. Some of you are already trying that. Debt. So number 3, there was debt. You got to know when you're paying off your debts. Have a plan. It could be a simple plan that you see in Nest Egg. It could be a more complex plan that me and you go through. Again, we're not financial planners, but I'll use every tool that we have to help you get through it. So that's number 3. Take your debts seriously. And number 4, the investments that you do have, if you have retirement investments, it is dead serious for you to be invested correctly. So now you've got the Roth, maybe you've got your 401k, whatever it is. Now the investments inside of that, it is so important that those investments are correct. They are on the track that you want to be on for your retirement or for whatever you're saving for. I'm going to give you one more example here using Nest Egg because this is something we're plugging in right now. If I can put it back on the screen. Here is Mr. Louis Armstrong's retirement. And on the right, we see his current plan. He's got with everything I've put in for him, he's got a 73% chance of having everything he wants in retirement. There's no need to get all geeky about it. He's got 73% chance of everything that he hopes to do. He hopes to retire down here at the bottom at 65. He hopes to have $5,200 in retirement income. You get what I'm saying here. If we make little tweaks to this, it could mean a huge difference. Like right now, Louis Armstrong is invested aggressively with us at Jazz Wealth. If for some reason he said, I am scared of the markets, I want to invest very conservatively in a preservation type mode, let's see what happens. All of a sudden, because he has the wrong investments for his age, look what happened. Now he's down to 42% based on everything that's been put in. So by having the wrong investments, it means he's most likely not going to get to his goal. If we were to become even more aggressive and switch to our aggressive stock fund, then that shows that he's bumping up. He's got a greater chance of success, and we can drill down even further to see exactly what type of risk he's taking. By the way, got a great video coming out. Maybe I'll do it over the weekend. Yeah, great video coming out on exactly how much risk to take. But anyways, so that's tip number 4 is the investments that you do have. It is super, super important that they're invested correctly. I don't care if it scares you. I don't care if you're not sure, you need to learn a little bit. Let us get you started, and then you'll build confidence over time, because if you lose the time and you're invested incorrectly, you're going to be, behind the game. Nobody wants to be behind the game. So that was our video on investing or money goals for your 40s. This is the time to be selfish about you. This is the time to get detailed about you. The bulk of this is that you need to be detailed about your goals. And I can help you with it. I'm more than happy to help you with it. We'll use Nest Egg. We'll talk on the phone. We'll work through email, whatever it takes. We'll make sure you have the right investments, and then we'll start to tweak that plan. So I hope you enjoyed our little video today. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer now on the little chat thing. I've got it on a different screen today. So, oh, good. The sound was good. Love it, love it, love it. I got a lav mic coming, but it doesn't work with the mixer that we got, so we got to do a little exchange there. Should you invest in Blockbuster? Yeah, you missed your opportunity on that one, right? How about MCI or remember Wachovia or even Enron, things like that? I could probably, Lehman Brothers, we could go on and on. If you're looking for an account buster, yeah, on Blockbuster. All right. Class, be quiet. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there. I appreciate all of you guys that watch live. I think I might be changing this live setup to maybe something in the evenings or just adding a video in the evenings. I have so much I want to get out there. We'll continue to do it. I appreciate all of you guys watching. If you have a moment, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Really appreciate that. Check us out at Jazz Wealth. Check out our portfolios, which we'll be adding into Nest Egg, the performance of all of our portfolios. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.